something, a wine topic that I personally have no knowledge of, but I hear the word all the time in the wine world. It's decanting. And I see these beautiful vases is what I've been calling them. I thought they were just fun, like fun little things to pour your wine out of. If you're entertaining, it's something fun to do for guests, but they actually serve a real purpose in the wine world, right?
They sure do. So there's a couple reasons you can decant a wine. It is if you have a less expensive wine in general, it makes it taste a little bit easier and easier to drink, fruitier. You aerate the wine, which on the less expensive wines, it takes the sulfur smell or that rotten egg smell out of it. Okay. Makes it easier to drink quicker. And for more expensive wines, like a big bold Syrah or a big bold Cabernet Sauvignon, it softens the tannins. Okay. So you decant it about an hour before you want to drink it, depending upon the age. And then it's easier to drink, easier to eat with food, drink with food. And then for the most expensive wines, the old wines, it helps with taking that sediment that you get in there.
Interesting.
You do it properly.
So if you're anything like me, you have one of these pretty vase things sitting on your kitchen counter, you can actually give it a try and use it for what it's for.
Yes. So let's go over how to do it.
Yes.
Because that's the scary part.
Yes.
So in formal settings, which was how I was taught, you always cut the foil on the second lip, not the first. The first you touch it, no one wants to drink after you touch on that first lip.
Sanitary.
Sanitary reasons.
So what classifies something as a decanter? Like, could you make anything a decanter? Because like I was saying, a vase, or you know, this looks like a mini vase, I would put flowers in, or could you decant out of a red Solo cup? I don't know. What classifies something as a decanter?
There's a lot of little ways to do it. Now, if you're at Charlotte Motor Speedway and you're drinking a 1989 Barolo, I would say use a big red Solo cup, do what you need to do to make that wine taste as best as it can.
Okay.
But in all formal settings, use a glass container. It doesn't impart any flavors. If you use something metallic, you can kind of get that taste off of it, or plastic kind of can sometimes get that taste.
Okay, interesting.
But when in doubt, don't use plastic.
Always glass.
All right.
So which one are we going to try first?
You want to try the fancy one first?
Yes.
Okay. So, you see two holes in it.
Yes.
Which in these, there's no way for it to breathe, so you kind of just got to let it slowly come out. It'll dump kind of quickly if you're pouring it out. For these, it's a little bit easier because it has a place for the air to escape. So if you've ever seen Beer Olympics, the bootleg effect, drinking out of a big boot, how it all of a sudden hits you. If you don't have a place for it to breathe, it'll just hit you.
Okay, that makes sense. And now all of these are fairly large in size. I mean, this is obviously bigger, but you want it, does it have to be a certain size?
It has to fit a full bottle.
Okay, so you couldn't do like half a bottle at a time?
No.
And you got to do the whole thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
In formal decanting, you can't stop pouring. You got to pour the whole bottle out, because if you're doing old wines, the whole reason for decanting an old wine is to separate it from its sediment, or the particles in there that make it the color it is. Eventually drops out, it attaches to the tannins and falls to the bottom, and you get like essentially like pepper in your wine. And so that'll all sink to the bottom, and if you are pouring it back and forth, it mixes it up and it's not doing what you want it to do.
Okay, so can you decant more? That obviously you want it to be the same kind, but can you decant multiple bottles at a time if it's the same variety?
I mean, if you want to pour it all into one big jug.
You have to have like double fist going on. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll save that for the advanced decanters.
I would say don't mix your wines at all. Keep it one wine at a time in one decanter. Now, if you want to decant one in that one, and I want to decant one in this one, game on.
All right, well, let's do this.
Okay.
I'm excited. I want to see what this looks like.
In formal settings, I would have a candle here with this whole foil.
For ambiance, or for...
so that you can see it. It shines light through the neck, but this isn't an old bottle, so it doesn't matter. It would shine light through the neck so that you can see if the sediment's coming into your decanter or not. But the purpose for this is to aerate it and to soften it up.
Y'all, if you want to entertain some guests, get one of these. That sounds awesome.
Yeah. So you literally just pour. You don't stop.
It's so pretty too.
And if you are doing an old,
I can already smell it.
if you are doing an old bottle, err on the side of caution. If you aren't really seeing any sediment come out, don't pour the whole bottle out. Leave a little bit, because most likely the sediment will stay in there.
Look how pretty that is. Oh, how cool will you look pouring glasses of wine out of that?
Right?
That is awesome, y'all.
Yep. So then, typically you'd leave it in here for about
So
an
this
hour.
isn't a straw. You wouldn't just like tip that up.
I know you would, but if I could, I would. But you leave it in here for about an hour, and then you can...
An hour? I can't wait that long for my wine.
Girl, this is an art.
Okay, this
Patience.
is art. We have to be classy wine drinkers.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
This is a virtue.
All right.
We'll teach you.
All right. I'll pretend I've been waiting an hour.
Yes. Okay.
Tick, tick, tick.
And then we just pour the glasses out.
So pretty.
Yep. And then you have your trusty serviette to wipe any drips.
So neat.
Yep. You ready to try
It's
it?
a functional piece of wine art.
It is. And we'll be getting some really fun ones here in the tasting room coming up.
Awesome. So we already have these in the tasting room now. If you want to pick one up while you're here this weekend, or you can be cool like Christina and get this like, really awesome piece of art.
This beautiful one.
All right. Well, let's give this a try and see how decanted wine tastes. Happy
Cheers.
Wine Night Wednesday.